how we will use it. First of all, I wanted to show something here. If I draw a little bit a wall, something very easy like that, you can see that this wall has a red color because I used a certain filter, but I will come to it later. Okay, so let's go back to just a basic wall, just generic 200 wall, normal. Okay, this is the normal wall, and I will put a DR. DR is the abbreviation for the door space bar. Okay, guys, I will use this part, and we will see something very, all of you are aware of it, the part of other. Can you see it? The other in the identification part or the identity data. Both of them, whether it will be the other or the identity data, this is the places that we put any new project parameters that you wanted to add to your own project. Okay, first of all, to be clear about it, project parameters, this is the parameters that you add to your own project, that they are customed, that you are in need of, that you can't find them in your own project, that you are creating them at the end of the talk. So for me, I will choose to put them whether in the identity data or whether in the other, in order to understand this. So we will get back to this red wall and what we are using it for. So how to add such a thing? First, if you wanted to make a keygen, okay, so we're key one, where just wait a minute, we will draw any project just with 200, like that. Any project, we don't care about the design. All of you are aware of Revit architecture. We just playing around, okay? Even this unconnected, and we will make it connected now. Okay, such a thing. And we use DR as abbreviation again, and we started with doors anywhere. I'm not concentrated here on the right or wrong positioning. All I'm caring about is how to just use it. Okay, these multiple of doors. Once I just situated all of these door or just located them in the project, now we are playing around. Any door of them have this information related to them. As I said, identity data related to that. How can I make a schedule of that? Okay, I will go to view schedules, and I started to create a schedule quantities. Normal schedule that we are using every day. So we hit D for doors in order to filter from the category. It's an easy way to start with it. If I started to make a doors schedule, it will be just a door normal one, but I will start from the schedule keys. Okay, wait a minute. First of all, you start to choose a doors, but I need to choose a schedule keys for a door style. Whatever the name that you actually wanted to stay, this door has a certain style, a kind of hinge, how you can, for example, say how number of hinges that you are in need of, how number of the type of the handle, or you can say you need a type of a security of a locker. So all of these are called the door style. So the information that because I have to aware you of something. BIM, as we said, building information modeling. The I here is related to the information about any entity, any object in the project. So the door style is one of the entities that we are talking about. I wanted to know every information about it. The locker style, the numbers of hinges, as I said, all of these are informations. That's why the key, the schedule keys are very important, because this is a kind of a hideous work that we are doing to input data in normally like a text data. So first, as I said, I started to choose a schedule keys, as I said to you, door style, and I will start to go. Okay, as you can see, this is a problematic issue here related to the schedule keys, that all of them are built in data. What I mean, built-in project data, comments, usual comments, finish, frame of the material, frame type. So now you find yourself that you don't have, you wanted to all of these things, information that I said, I can't find them. Or he said a key name, just he put it as the first field. So you can here see a new parameter. I can create a project parameter related to that, as I said. That's why in the parameter data, you can start to say, oh my goodness, I'm thinking about the handle type. This is how I'm thinking about handle type. I will type this one. Where you want to put it, every time discipline, all the time we will use common. We don't try to use any discipline, because all discipline, architectural discipline, mechanical discipline, structural discipline, so we put it common in order to be common in all disciplines. Don't try to play in this part, because some people, I don't know why they are playing such a thing. It's not right for you. Okay, so let's get back to the other thing. It will be a text data, okay? And once you put it on the text, where you wanted to group it, that's what I was talking about. If you wanted to group it under the circumstances that we are others, or we are on the identity, I will put it on the other in order to make you see it much better. You will be other, and I will put okay. Got me? So I created a custom parameter. Some people will think, will told me, okay, this will be a project parameter, so it will be just inside the project that I'm working on it. This is true. So you are working on that project, so it will be working on that project. But let's get back and we listen together to the word again, BIM. I told you that BIM has two meanings. First of all, you can say it's building information modeling or building information management. From a management work view, it's much better to use a shared parameters, but it's not your own responsibility unless you are the manager of it. Of the project, because he is the one who creating these parameters. If they are shared, he will make all of these parameters and start to make a kind of a meeting with all of you and told you that these are the shared parameters. We all working on it. No one change of it. Where is that? When we talk the new parameter, you can see here the shared parameters that I'm talking about it, because it will be a text txt file as outside the program as itself. Okay, so I'm still stick to the project parameters, the usual thing, and I started to think of what why not to do about number of hinges. This is how the same thing, text, and sorry, and we will group it to other again. New one. I will try to use yes or no. We can say if we need, is this a secured door? And we will try again, text. Or no, maybe we will try yes or no, not text this time, yes or no parameter, other. Okay, it will be normally accordingly it will be to other. Then okay, all of these not built-in parameters. So now you discovered something very strange here. Schedule key, normally all of it will give you just a built-in keys that they are in the project of the Revit, and you are stick to it, and you wanted to create another more of it. So that's why we use this new parameter, project parameter or shared parameter, as a manager to use it, and we started to use all of these parameters and so on, blah blah blah, blah as I said, and create more and more as we want. Okay, once I create all of these, okay, we have this schedule key. Okay, key name, you have to say group 1, group 2, group 3, whatever the number, the naming that you are wanted to say about it. But first of all, you have to insert a data row. From the modify of the schedule and the quantities, you can see here, insert a data row. one. Okay, sorry for the saving. Insert a data row. You have to give it a name, whatever the name that you are thinking of it. I will think of it as G1. This is how I try to say it. Handle type. Maybe I will say two lever handle type. Okay, maybe I will say number of hinges. I will see 3. Okay, maybe it will be checked secured door, type of the secured door. Whatever you wanted to say, you will start to put it. Insert another data row. Okay, okay, maybe this one G2. It doesn't matter the. Okay, wait a minute, and 3 leaves. Okay, this is okay. Number of hinges 2. As you can see, it is just a manually type of a yes or no, not secured door. All of these had been just group 1 or group 2. I don't care to put another group. All I care is that I faced you with the creation of the key, schedule key. So let's get back to the level 1 here, what we have created. Escape. So if I select a door, now we find what? All of these data had been created on the other. Can you see now? Can you see that other have a handle type, no number of hinges, secured or not secured? Now you can start to put this information on it. Okay, so this is how we can create ours, or a very easy way. Door style had been added to identity data. That's why I was speaking about it in the beginning. That
So
the
Imam, so
it,
these are the type parameters are your,
yes,
right?
the type parameter. Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. So it will be reflect in the schedule also, right? Because,
Yes. Uh-huh.
okay. And what about the size of, because the family parameter is not there in this like door. So how will be reflect the size and size of the door in the schedules, like the, suppose the two of it is like the size of door. So how will be reflect in the schedule, because these are the type parameters are there. If we put there two fits like a door, so it will be reflect in the schedule also.
Yes, because this is a bidirectional associativity. What's the meaning of the bidirectional associativity? You can add it to another schedule, because this is how we will do it. Just wait a minute. We will add this key to another, to
Okay.
the door schedule. Okay, but just wait a minute. How we will add it, this part. Remember, I created the schedule key with the name door style. With the name door style. So I need to add the field of the door style to the schedule in order to have all of these other parameters added with it too. Okay,
Okay.
this is how
Okay.
we can. So I will start to explain it. Door style. Once I put it group 1, just to see what is happening on the data here. They are all of them at once had been completed. I just did one time just typing, and all the data had been just grouped in group 1. So once I choose in the door style this G1, all the data had been just stick to each other, and this door that I selected take all the data inside it. So now I know that, for example, this door group 1 has handled 2 leaf, a number of hinges 3, and it is a secured door. Beside, it is a size blah blah blah, as you can see. Okay, it's not the problem here. Now we'll get back to the real schedule, how we can add this data. Okay, the door schedule, the normal thing that we are using. So I'll go to schedule quantities, or schedule or schedule, whatever American or British accent. We go to D as a filter of it, door, and we start to get to normal thing. We could use filter availables here, by the way. That's if you wanted to just search for anything. If you want to search for instance parameters, okay, uncheck type parameters. If you want to search for both of them, type and instance parameters related to the door, okay, leave these checked, by the way, as a side view. So as I said here, I can try here to start the width of this door. I need the family type. I know all of them the same type. I notice it. I'm no worries on that. Where else we can see here? Okay, so wait a minute. Family and type. Okay, and we will start to search for the door style. Here is it. That's it. I needed to add it, door style. This door style, that's what we created as a schedule key. Now we can add it also to our normal schedule as we created from the beginning. And we can add whatever we need else here. I don't care about the other thing. Even here, maybe I will add height. Okay. Cell height or height. Okay, and I will go okay. Now you can see, because they are all with the same sizes. I know we all understand that, but let's just focus now on the door style. It's a size of the door, but this one is strange from them. G1. It has the group 1, but we can add all the parameters, the other parameters. How? If you wanted to add the fields, okay, to edit the fields again, you can see that we had all these parameters once again. So that's why I don't want to see all of these. I will try to uncheck the type in order to just concentrate on the instance. Which one of the instance, like the handle type, I will get it added. All these had been created by me. Handle type. What else we created here? As we can see, because number of hinges. Where else we secure the door? I make it all of them bold. And okay, here we go. So you can see yes or no parameter. There's a number of hinges. You can see the handle type, and you can see the height of the and or the order. You can, of course, you can edit fields once more and start to remove this up, because it's not a big deal here. We can just see the group 1 with all of the information that we are speaking about. Okay, so what we are talking about now, this we did it from outside, from the group 1. Okay, maybe I will take another door, another one, and I start to choose group 2. It's very easy. 3 leaves, 2 hinges, no secured door. This is the information about it. So now I wanted to emphasize on what, guys, emphasizing about that once you want to add the I inside the BIM meaning, information, I mean, all you have to do, custom a new parameters like that. And the door, the window, all of these, what we call them, the door windows, all of them, even walls, all of this is the system that they are families. You can add project parameters to them, but shared, it is very concise that it is related to the manager. Okay, now we are explained this part. Very concise about the key. Let's get back to this issue related to rooms. Okay, if I go back to level 1, how to use the same plane, the same game related to rooms. These parts consist of rooms like interior designer or any one of you. So I will start to use RM. RM is the abbreviation of room, RM. Okay, and I will start to put room 1, room 2, room 3, 4. It's very easy now. We have no problem with that, but at least I will give them any random names. It's just arbitrary, not precise about anything. Dining, anything. I'm not bathroom. Okay, lobby. Okay, bed. That's it. So once you have all of these just defined as a room, you have to be aware of it in relating of the finishes. Oh, this is very strange. For the room, maybe I don't have the need of creating a new parameters or a custom parameters, because I started you from the top of the peak of the mountain. Because if they were stuff, we created the parameters. But actually, what about the built-in parameters that I always need of to make my own rooms for finishes? For example, if we started to take this room, we wanted to create a schedule for it. So at the same time, we will create view and we create schedule and the quantities, the same thing. But this time I will start to choose room. Wait a minute. Here is rooms. And we will use schedule key, and we will say he will always put the name of the room style, door style. This is how it's working with the schedule key. But let's be concise about it. Once we talk the room style, okay, if you want to give it another name, it's your own choice. Okay, that's what I was talking about. This is what we called them built-in parameters, because I need them. I don't need of creation a new parameters for a room. It's true about it. For example, I need the ceiling finish. What will be the ceiling finish for this room? Okay, what will be the floor finish for this room? The occupancy of this room will be 3 numbers if it was for hotels, but I am not interested in that. I will care about finishes. Wall finish, the same thing. Okay, I will be caring more about these 3 types of finishes: ceiling finish, floor finish, wall finish. That's it. I am not interested on the base finish. Okay, and if I wanted to put a comment about it, okay, then another thing, I will put comment about it. This is in the room schedule already they are created. Why I need to create maybe 1 or 2, but at least they are already built in parameters. So there are 2 choices here for me. There are whether I will create a custom parameters or I will use a certain built-in parameters in the project. Okay, was finally clear for all the members here. So once I go to okay again, the same thing, you will be editing, insert the data row. Now you got the process. I will not in need of saying it anymore. All you will have to do just to say it group 1, group 2, group 3, and fill in the gaps of the ceiling finish. You will say this was gypsum board, will be oak wood, this will be a paint of beige paint, whatever, and comment the prices here per gallon, whatever the comment that you need to put it around. So this is how we will work together in the same meaning, but with a built-in parameters. So now, guys, you got my point of view, and the schedule will be the same like that. You will be added, the room will be beside it, all the finishes of it. Room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, or dining, or whatever you are talking about. Beside it, all the finishes of it. So this is the information. Secondly, for the room. Okay, if you want, now it's clear for the ladies and gentlemen here that we all understand the game, how it works. Let's now talk about another part. I will go again to the level 1. I created a very strange thing at the beginning of the lecture. I don't know if you noticed or not. It was a wall with a red line. Okay, I will get it back. WA, it's WA, the abbreviation of wall. I created it, and it was DD, and it was in a red line. Okay, what is related to that? I will come back. I'm still insist on that. I'm talking about the information here. Okay, so now we are talking about certain things. There are type of selection that you need to be aware of it. Now I'm talking about selection. Okay, selection. So if you are insisted on understanding selection, it's easy. Let's playing from the beginning. If you highlight something and you start to use tab, it's a kind of a selection or a cycle selection. Okay, if you start to window selection, okay, it's a kind of a selection. These are the easiest ones that we are using every day morning. No problem on that part. But I'm not talking about this selection, by the way. I'm talking about the filter selection, okay? Because some people think that filters in Revit, they are just a kind of editing or editing the model or the things that they are there, but they are actually selections. Okay, where is that? If you go to the view on the graphics tab panel, you will see there is filters. Okay, and this is the rule here. I started to create a certain rule related to fire rating, and I will start to explain what I was talking about. Sometimes we want to create a certain we say fire rating. Some people related to mechanical issue and mechanical, electrical, plumbing, MEP, as we said. We wanted to highlight certain walls or doors, by the way, related to information, that they are actually resistance to fire relating to a number like 13B, like 34 B, all of these, okay? And we wanted to highlight that they are resistance, kind of a diagram, so as to a certain position, okay? So what we have to do, maybe I will choose this wall and edit type it, okay, duplicated, and I will give it name F1, related to fire rating 1. Okay, and started from the identity data. Now we got something, by the way, that you understand that the identity data, it is the information in the building modeling. This is how for the master or the expert of the Revit, they are playing on it. This is the part to just put the data on it. Okay, anyway, we now going to the fire rating part. The fire rating, if you search, of course, on Google, you can search the numbers. Where is it? The number is right or wrong, but at least you can know that they are 13B, for example, 13B. I was using it before, or 34. It depends. And this wall, okay. And all I will do that. Now this wall, what happened to it? It became red. How does that become red? Now I know that this wall is resistant to fire to the amount of 13B. This is you can search the scientific issue related to that from other issue, but how can I made such a thing? Okay, there is a rule, okay, from the view graphics panel, as I said, filter. Okay, this rule called walls. I made a rule. First of all, I need to just delete it. Yes. Okay, let's start it from the beginning. New rule, filter. Okay, and it will be wall. What type of a wall? This wall, I'm trying to from the identity, all of this information, identity, fire rating. I needed the fire rating equals 13B. So if you find any wall that has a fire rating 13B, okay, what is happening? We're still wondering why this didn't work up till this moment. Okay, let's see. VV, the abbreviation of the visibility graphics override. So we'll go to their filters. You will see there is no filter up to this moment because I deleted the last one. Okay, I deleted and remove it at all. Now I will add this filter that I created from the view filter. I will take this filter one and then they say, okay, so this one from cut, not from the projection surface, from the cut, I will make it not from the lines, from the pattern. Okay, I will make it override with red line, fill gap, like a filled region. Now what is happening? It becomes red. What does it mean, guys? Now, if I have a presentation with a filter ruled, because filter is a rule kind of a order. What is it? If you find the wall that is having the fire rating 13p, please make it red. Okay, done. So it is very easy. He did it for you. And now if I have a kind of a diagram, I know that those 3 walls or 2 walls, they are just red. We needed to deal with them in a very right way. You don't need to make a note or make a text for just a certain information. By the way, if you use that text TX, you use it just to add a note that is not related, the difference between it and the tag. That's the tag, there is a description, it's a live labeled one, but text is just an information comes to you from your own mind and you wanted to add it just in the right moment, like AutoCAD. Okay, so anyway, you don't have to, you just graphically explaining what you need through the position. So now you understand that filter just outside of the box, you can use this add rule, and you can see all rules must be true. What does it mean, this green line? Is this green line, this it means it must be equal to this what I'm saying. But I can play a little bit and choose another thing, or any rule, maybe this rule or this rule, you know. Yeah, not all the rules must be applied to this. For me, as a choice for creating a great design, I don't care, I don't like to choose this one, because I care all the time to make it these rules must be true. These rules must be 13p. I don't be sure that it will be another thing, because you want to create to be sure that all the colored walls or doors or whatever we are creating are the right ones. Okay, guys. Now, there is anything that's not clear. So now we all of these experience now how we will deal with the schedule keys, and how to use filters as a selection. But once you use it as a selection, you use it the visibility graphics override. So remember, filter was a selection. He selected the wall with the 13B. Then the visibility graphics override. What did she do? Or the she do I will put the cut projection. I will put the cut overrides color fill region. This color fill region. Okay, this is how it works with each other. Okay. Now, once we created a certain issue here, let's get back to color fill legend, the complement to what we are talking about. Okay, now let's go to this, annotate. Okay, so color fill legend, there is there related to a room. We are continuing the game here related to the room as itself. Color fill legend. Once you created it, you click on it. You have to choose rooms. Of course, other courses they understand related to zones, but I will choose rooms for me. Okay, and name. You have to be aware of both of them, rooms and names. And once you choose both of them, I will go with it. Okay. Now all of the zones had been taking a certain type of what we call them pastel colors. I don't like these pastel colors. Some people they are actually selected a diagram legend and start to edit the scheme. It's much better for you because they are so pastel. Maybe your eyes will not notice it. There is the difference. You can see all of these colors. So at least you can start to put a little bit harsh differences between them. Okay, wait a minute. we choose a little bit different colors. It's just like a game here, once of all, and we started to have our room legend, colorful legend. Every space has its own what we called it, the occupancy or the occupation or the function of it. It doesn't matter, but anyway, and now you understand how you can use all of these in one shot. Now let's get back to once you created this color scheme, this edit scheme, you are now have a great thing. You got it. But remember, I made something strange here. I create all of these on the level 1 with colors. Some people, they are very intelligent. They don't use it as colors. Seriously related to interior designers. I will tell you something very tricky here. They love the colors. They are vivid colors, but they use the room legend and use the hatches related to that. Listen, you will see just a row here called fill pattern. Okay, like hatch in AutoCAD. So why not? I will use this solid and start to use a certain solid. You can use. I know the hatches is strange, but we're playing here. Okay, and start to use these hatches. Sand. I'm not interested on that. You can. Wait a minute. And the schedule started to make like a hatch for the floors, and change it from just a color fill legend to floor hatches. Some people really play this game, and they actually manage tab additional settings. You can see fill patterns. They create new or import new patterns from it. Okay, start to create pattern from this model if you don't have aware of it, and they started to create it, and they are using it inside that. I will repeat it again. So they use this color fill legend edit scheme. This edit scheme, they okay, I like the sand because they look like marble a little bit, and I will try to say this. No, I will not give the bathroom a name. No, I will try to say marble. Okay, like this wood tile. Okay, but close to that, not correctly right. And you start to edit the edit scheme and try to put a solid solid fill with a certain kind of a pattern. Okay, we will try to search for not a diagonal, a tiles or something close to the triangles. I'm not seeing here. Not triangle, something like wood. Like you can, I hope you can see it as far as can. This is wood. Anyway, you can say wood tiles like that, and they are using this as an indicator for something. Then they can export the photo file, export. This is a great game. A lot of people actually play it. Image, and they export fit to a very big image. By the way, you can't do it pixel 512. Actually, you have to make it 64,000. This is approximately very good pixelation related to use it in a good amount. Once you do it, I'll change the location to desktop, and I will put it in very long name in order to see it in all of the members here. Okay. So they took this beginning and they started to manipulate it in Photoshop as the beginning of it. So another thing that we can, some people will say it, okay, I love it. How can I add it to Photoshop? And by the way, while they are actually exporting, it takes time because 64,000 pixels, that they are very long. This not hang out. You have to be aware of, now I will minimize my screen. Wait a minute. I think this is the longest one, as you can see. Okay. Yeah, you can see the pixelation. It is not pixeled. Now you can see the pattern that you couldn't see while I was explaining to you. They took this photo. I made a mistake and I wanted to make it. Can you see this, guys? Elevations, the north and the east and west and south. I was in need of making it for you. Why? Because once you left them while you are actually using the export images, there is the chance that they reading it through the 64,000 pixel. So that's why you need select the east and north and west, and right click hide in by category. Or I have a select, okay, right click hide in by category, or head down the abbreviation of head of hide it depends if on in the way that you are actually like to use it or not. It's your own choice. Okay, guys. So now we comes from this is the court of using the images. So now, if you wanted to go or to export your own whatever, as I said, colorful legend or the design of it related to hatches or something close to that, and these hatches are the beginning, I will say, not the wow thing, but as the first step to create something related to a diagram on Photoshop and the basic of it, but by hatches, not by color schemes like zoning. No, of course you can play with it, and the resolution, it will be much better to be using 64 because it's applicable for you. Okay, let's go much better on that case. Now we created a very unique thing. Let's go to the 3D form, cancel all of these. This is the 3D form. Of course, I made a mistake, another mistake, and I show it to you from the beginning that I didn't respect the level ratio. I just draw it unconnected walls. So you can select all of these walls and right click by the mouse. And this is very nice. Select all instance in entire project. They are all instance except this red wall. So I will select it and I started to say to date the level 2 apply. Remember that this wall, the red one, it was a strange one because we made it with another name, DF1, and we will right click again and not we don't need to select it. We have to do just give it to level 2. So this is a small project, very easy, nothing related to it, but I will play something small about it related to the roof. Okay, so I will stop there on understand on the level 2. Now you can see that everything is that just dull. Okay, guys, and I will start to draw from the architecture here a roof, and I know this is very easy. We can use the peak wall. I love to use the overhang in the option bar. This is called the option bar, and I know you are aware of it. I will use the overhang, not offset, in the roof, by the way, because some people actually they are, I don't know why they are giving it by mistake. When they play with the roof, they say it's it's offset. No, it's overhang. So anyway, in the overhang option, we will start to put it like about what else we could say 1 meter. I overhang too much, but it will. I wanted to make it work. Wait a minute. I wanted to be sure of something. The units first, UN, meter or millimeter, because I'm not sure. Millimeter, that's why. Meter 3D decimal places. Okay, then return back to the roof. Now we saw the overhang. I will put it on. I choose peak wall. It is too much, but at least I am playing around. Control Z undo. I don't know why it's keep. Okay. TR, the abbreviation of trim. We are aware of these arrows, define slopes. Equal again, I don't know, I need this one, TR. You actually we all aware that we keep what we want. I will make all of them, they are in this way. And we will see something very unique about it, okay? Whatever the shape that had been created now, both of them EH, as I said, for the SD for shaded, SD for shaded, okay? Before we related to that or related to overhang, I wanted to ask you about something here. We could create another, wait a minute, go to the south elevation. We could create another elevation, CO. I know all of these not related to modeling. What I want to explain something in specific. The elevation here is not verified. So if the elevation is not levels, they're not verified, because I take it as a copy. Some people, I don't know why they don't know that levels, if you took it as a copy, they are not associated with the level. So they have to go to view, plan views, and start to go to floor plans in order to define it again. Now we understand that level 3 are defined, because if the bubble head is not bluish, it means that is not associated with a level, just an indicator. Which means when you want it to make an indicator, this is the reveals of a certain part, or this is a certain cell height for a window, then we will use it. Now I will explain what I was talking about, not relating to the modeling. Why? First of all, now I made it as associative building, or we can hit the elbow in order to make it to see it much better. But I wanted to make you see something here. If I make any one of them again CO, and I take it a copy, why I don't understand that certain one here, and started to rename it with another name as new window, or much better cell height. Okay, cell height of what? Maybe you had a window. We'll start its cell height from here. MV, the abbreviation of move, like that. Okay, so you don't need the level in the meaning of the level. I wanted this part to be clear. You wanted the level, you don't need of it. All you need just to put the level as it is. And in front, of course, I wanted to say another thing here related to the roof. Maybe the roof as itself, you can see here, I'm trying to see, where is it? Here it is, this parameter. This roof, you can create another level. It is associated to a level, but there is what we called it, a kind of a strange parameter called cutoff level. Now it's called none. I will choose this none, and I will choose not cell height, I will choose level 3. Now I make apply. Now can you see what happens? Now what you can see what happens to the roof? It becomes mansard roof, type of roofs that all of the slopes had been just cut it down. So there is two things we use it in levels. Two things. One, it is the normal thing that you started before. Okay, I will make a project. It will try to get it from level 1 to level 3, blah, 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 as I said, and you understand it from the beginning. But if you wanted to use the level as indicator, now it's a normal thing, an indicator for the cell heights. That's why when you make it as a copy, as a copy. This window, it is in a very strange height, not normal, or maybe 3 times of windows that are not in the right dimension and things. So I will use this as indicator. So it's not a level, it's an indicator, okay? And another one, it is level, but not level to just, I will go from level 1 to level 3. It is a cut, as I said, when you select the roof, one of the strangest parts, as a cut for it, okay? As you can see, as a cut off level. You say, I will cut it from that, and he will put the thickness of the roof and will cut from it. All you can see above it, above the level, it is the thickness of the roof. The thickness, because some people will say, why it is not on this edge, the thickness of the roof. Okay, guys, so now you understand how far we are speaking today. I tried to compromise a lot of things related to colorful lesions, schedule keys, schedules, roofs, and parameters. I think I got you a lot of things related to that. And I hope this lecture was fine with you. Of course, in the last 5 minutes, if there is something related to a question or something like that, my ears are open. And I tried as far as I can to give you a hint about some advanced introduction and to some deep and parts of it. Anyone wanted to speak with me with anything? Hey, folks. They are sleeping.
Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask. If you have any question related to anything, you can ask. It's a wonderful session by Emaan side, and it's a very knowledgeable things are there, like the parameters and schedules and filters. All these things we cover in this session. So, guys, Himani, Farid, Abhinav, Simi, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yes. Hi. Can you discuss something about view range? I have some issues in setting view range.
Okay, as you wish. Okay, relating to the view range. First of all, if you deal with the view range, VR is the abbreviation of it, VR. Okay, they are called the horizontal planes. They are called the horizontal planes. Why they are called that? Because remember with me, now I am in the level 1, so the 0 ground. Now I will start to cut like a cake, okay, like a little cake. Once I will cut the plane at 120 centimeter, okay? This is the cut plane of me. I cut it through it. So I have the bottom of it and I have the top of it. Got me? How can I see that? If you click this show, now he started to explain it to you on this show button. Okay, so this is the ground 0, and this is the cut plane number 2. Okay, primary cut plane number 2. He's numbering it, and now you have the top of it and the bottom of it, and that we are staying with it. If you wanted to see something above, so you start to see that he's seeing above the range between the 120 and the 230 centimeter. Okay, this is the range of it, between the range of it. So some people will say, I will not see anything related to the ceiling, not relating to the ceiling. So if you wanted to, if the ceiling is above this amount, 230 centimeter, you have to raise it or make it unlimited. Unlimited, what does it mean? Unlimited, I can see all along. But unlimited, if there are level 3, level 2, level 4, you can see all of them combined, all of them above each other. So that's why if you know the ceiling with the thickness of 20 centimeter, you can add 250 centimeter rather than 230 centimeter. This is the game. So let's explain it in a very good way. And now I have a cake, like a rectangular cake. So I'm in the ground, 0. And I cut this cake on the elevation of 120 centimeter. Now I will see this from above until 300. If I have an applique, if I have an applique that it had been put in 200, I will see it. But after that, I will not capable of seeing it like a spot on the ceiling. So I wanted to see the spot plus the applique. You have to raise the amount of the top. Got me? And there is a strange one called the view depth. Okay? Or the bottom. Actually, both of them are the same. Because some people, they are actually get confused related to that. Because if I made unlimited to that, or I made unlimited to that, I will all what have I'm looking down to the side, like they are using it for the structure, to looking for the footings of the columns. Okay, this is how they are dealing or using it. Got me, my dear? Can you now say that you understand it or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Anyone
Okay,
else, guys? Okay, guys.
yeah, I think it's a wonderful session, and I don't like the series question is very good. The view range is very confusing to the student, like cut plane and range of all these levels. So I think today's session wrap up for this session is wonderful session by Emaan side, and thank you for giving time for our regular student.
Thanks. Okay.
So can we guys wrap up for this session for today, and we'll see then for the next session.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Emaan.
Thanks. Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Take care.
Take care.